Hi everyone and welcome back to Mario Maker levels, really, because this is not a level that was requested to me. I don't have much time to spare this week and the next one, so I'm gonna be playing a level that I really liked to showcase to you all. Big Boo's Puzzle. Unfortunately, this is a puzzle that I've already solved, but I'm gonna pretend as if I did not know the solution already. So, we need to go inside this pipe, and we can go inside of there by getting that power block. Where does this door lead, however? All the way up there. And we can see that there's a P-switch right there. As well as a mushroom on the top right, if in case some of you paid attention. I wonder. I think it might be possible to go inside that pipe with that P-switch, but I'm not positive. Anyway, what you're supposed to do to go inside a pipe is use this power block. Like this. Not too complex now, is it? Now, for here, basically this door serves the exact same purpose, but this time, we need 2 power blocks in order to be able to go down into that pipe to the left. So, got this, but if we go back inside the door, the power block is going to disappear. So, what we're going to do to get the second power block is do this, and be careful not to go back inside the pipe. You do not want that to happen. Just carefully put this here, and now we can go inside the pipe, which leads us over here. We need to get inside this door, obviously, but we also need 2 power blocks to get inside of it. And if we go up here, there's a bunch of twomps up there that are going to reveal a bunch of vines. Very creative, if you ask me. Part of the reason why I was so impressed this level. So now we know where the power blocks are. However, we still need a P-switch activated. So we need to go back all the way into the first room to get the P-switch. Right in here. Now here's the first ingenious thing about this level. You spend a great deal of time trying to figure out how to get to inside the pipes first, and it later turns out that you were supposed to bring the P-switch with you, which makes you rethink of how you're going to solve the first few parts that you have to do here. So now I got the P-switch. If I go inside here while carrying the P-switch, I still keep it, which allows me to actually grab the power block while having the P-switch. It's also probably possible to grab them both at the same time while falling down, but it's probably easier to do it the way I showed how to do it. So now this is going to be extra complex. We need to let go of the P-switch after we get inside this door and grab the power block on the left. Yeah, it's not that complicated, but still, it's very interesting. Very interesting. It really impressed me the first time I actually played this level. Like, I got all the way to the left and I'm like wondering, what am I supposed to do? And I realized I'm supposed to get that P-switch over here, but it's like, it's not as easy as you would anticipate the level would be initially. So now we got the P-switch. Gonna get all the vines down. And I'm gonna leave the P-switch right here. Sometimes, by the way, I confuse P-switches with power blocks and springs and stuff like that. It's kind of bothers me. Makes me want to edit it when I'm actually processing the footage, but sometimes I just don't feel like it, or I don't even realize that that happened. So finally, we got the P-switch over here. I can press it. I can go inside this door, and all of a sudden, nothing. Can't go anywhere. Can't go up there. There's no vines popping out. There's no invisible block. All there is a P-switch down here that we can press to go back inside the door. It looks like we have not solved the puzzle yet. And this is when I was really impressed by this level, because there was still something I missed. And the fact that you can go back to redo sections is really good. So actually, this is where we have to solve the new puzzle that we forgot. We need to get rid of that enemy to get the mushroom. Then we go back in here, grab this thing, and go inside here, and go inside this door to get a cape. Yeah, there was a cape at the very beginning, and thanks to that cape, we'll be able to fly on that room I was stuck in initially a while ago. Actually, for this part, you can also grab the power block, go inside the door, and drop it. It's actually going to be much easier to solve the puzzle involving the P-switch by the fact that we can float down now. It's also really, really good that you can actually start over many of the puzzles, thanks to the reset doors, quote-unquote. By the way, I realize that I sometimes use quote-unquote inappropriately, but I just like saying that word. Or two words, I guess. Anyway, yeah, you want to be careful not to accidentally activate the power blocks. Huh. Well, actually, it shouldn't be necessary. Yeah, you know, I'm big enough now. And here we go. Just press the P switch and go in. Go in. Come on, Mario. Go inside. Ugh. Almost screwed that up. So, we probably want to pick up this P switch and fly all the way up here to continue with the level. By the way, the comments down there spoil the... Well, they don't spoil the solution, but they basically blatantly tell you what you're supposed to do. Okay. Now, we need to be careful, because we're not done yet. And I need to bring... Yeah, I need this P-switch to continue. We want to press it right here. I kind of forgot about this part, actually. I remember a midpoint. And it doesn't exist anymore, or it never existed. Actually, I think what it is that one of the comments says that it would be great if there was a midpoint here, and that made me think there was a midpoint in this level. Anyway, go inside here. And yeah, that was where the door was. But now, we need to go inside that pipe. And if we go down here, we're stuck, and we're actually going to go back and reset that part. But you do not want to lose your cape power-up, by the way, because otherwise you're going to have to start everything over. Or you're going to get perma-stuck. Anyway, you're supposed to get the 2 power blocks up there to finish the level, but there's another way. There's another way. See, as some of you may have noticed, you can actually stay on the power block for a small instance when you get hit by him and completely mess up. Ah, come on. I wanted to solve this level! I should have gone down through the pipe. But yeah, you don't necessarily need the 3 power blocks to actually be able to beat the level. You can just drop it in midair and walk on it to get inside that pipe. It's kind of neat. I'm going to try that again when I get back to it, but it's how personally I suggest you try to beat the level the first time. Because getting the 3 power blocks is kind of tricky. Particularly because you can accidentally activate them. It's really crazy good, you guys, you know? Because it's like only 5 rooms, and yet it makes you take so much time to be able to get to the very end. Excellent design. Just carrying the P-switch up here. Even though I don't really need to. I could actually just grab it back at, like in mid-air to be able to continue with it, but, you know, details. That's not what I want to do! Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do the freaking trick, except not really. Well, instead of doing the trick, let me go down this pipe to show that it does in fact send you back here. So if you screw up, you always get another chance at going all the way back here. And if you got hit, well, you have no choice but to go back to the very beginning. Go. And here we go. Just go inside the pipe. And you finish the level. That comment says, "Welp, not today." Don't know what that means. Anyway, yeah, that is what I thought was an amazing level that I just played randomly while either playing through the 100 Mario Maker, not 100 Mario Maker, 100 Mario Challenge, or just like going through the levels down here continuously. What do you guys think? Do you think this level was awesome? I sure did. Good job, Johnny Z. Like, it's only 5 rooms. You guys realize that? I suppose 6 if you count the goal, but there's so little space and yet it takes so much time to beat the level. Just amazing. And I hope you've all enjoyed this video and hope you live in this day. See you next week for some other levels besides the ones that have been requested to me on the blog list. Bye-bye!